Hello everyone, this is Infamous.sevens and I'm here with DDesigns_. Welcome to the show.
Yo, how's it going?
Hey man, what time is it over there?
It is 5:07 p.m.
5:07 here. It's 11:07 in the UK, and where are you?
I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA.
Sweet man. I came across your feed. You got some really dope shit going on. Like crazy.
I appreciate that.
It's good, it's good. How do you just get like, when I see your photos, they're just so different from what I'd see like every day. They sort of would inspire me to shoot, you know. How do you get the ideas for your shoots and your photography?
Well, well, I'm hugely like influenced from like movies and cartoons I watched growing up, and you kind of see that in my work. But I've learned to see inspiration from anything that I see, not just from photos. When I walk into like an antique shop, I get inspired from all those little knickknacks in there, or like somebody's clothes, or I mostly get inspired from like going to a new location. Exploring this really does it for me.
Yeah.
And because most of my shoots are like on location, I travel a lot, and I build a story from like just being immersed in a new environment.
I mean, when I look at your photos, for instance, you've got so many just like, I don't know, complex but simple and imaginative ideas that I could never imagine, you know, just thinking of myself. And it's just like, I understand if you'd see it from like movies, but just going out in the location, like, how do you sort of like bring that idea to life? Where does that idea come to you?
Well, for me, anybody that knows me, I'm a bit sporadic and like have like a lot of energy. I don't know exactly how it happens, but I'm always like going, and when I get bored easily, right? So I'm always trying to do something new, something different, something to entertain myself.
You sound exactly
and these ideas. Yeah. So that's why I'm always like going out shooting, always like exploring, because that's what really gets me going. Like going to art gallery really helps. Being with other creative individuals helps, but I really just see something, and it could be the most random thing. It could be like a person walking by me, or this really cool prop I saw on Amazon, and I'm just like, yo, I can do like a really cool shoot off of this, and I immediately like get my notebook and write it down, and write every like the model that I need, where the location I want to shoot, or what I'm going for, and then I try to execute it as soon as possible.
Have you got any work with agencies or anything like that?
So I freelanced for 6 months last year, from June to December.
Yeah.
I did some work for Starwood Preferred Guest, which runs most of the hotels, like Sheraton hotels, W hotels, Marriott. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
I currently work for Havas Watch Chicago, which is an advertising agency. So I work there as full-time as a creative.
Shit, man. And does it pay decently, or?
I have a full salary. So my first real big boy job. But it's going well. It's good.
Yeah, man, you definitely deserve the work. Like, your shit is like off the hook, you know? It's really good. I mean, wow. Yeah, I mean, what do you do right now? Do you study, or do you work full time?
Yeah, I work now. So I went to DeVry University for 3 years, and I got my bachelor's in graphic multimedia design, and then did that freelance. I graduated in last June, and then I freelanced for myself for 6 months to December. Then I started working here at Havas. February full time. So full time from February to now, I've been working there as a content creator.
Okay, cool. How do you feel like, in terms of photography, how do you feel your equipment would sort of like influence how you photograph? For instance, like, do you feel like you're limited by your equipment, or do you feel like photography has reached its stage where, you know, like for instance, like digital art, or, you know, a medium like film, you know, where sort of like limited, you know, by that, like we can't capture as much emotion? Or do you...
Okay. Yeah. So I just got a Nikon D750 about a month ago.
Yeah.
So up until that time, I was crop sensor for majority of my photography career, which has been about 2 years, 2 years some change. I was crop sensor, and I feel like up until that point, I feel like probably a year and 6 months maybe. I had hit the roof of that crop sensor, you know. And up until then, I didn't feel limited. I especially like in wintertime when the sun goes down a lot sooner.
Yeah.
And every time I got out of work, I was shooting in the nighttime. So the highest my ISO can go to was like 500. And I was just kind of making it work, but that's the only time I really felt limited.
Yeah.
And then I finally got this full frame, and now I don't feel limited at all. I feel like I can pretty much do anything.
How do you feel like that transition from crop to full frame has like helped you?
Man, it's unfair. It's so unfair.
Really?
I feel as though like
good? Shit.
I love my new camera. It's really I don't really see myself ever like it does a lot. It does exactly what I need it to do. I never really pushed my ISO past 1,000, even though it can go to 2,000. I'm never like in a situation that dark. I feel as though. And now I had a 35. I shoot with a 35 1.4 Sigma art lamps.
Yeah.
And on my crop sensor it was a 50, but now it's a 35. Yeah. So I capture a lot more in the space. Yeah. But I just got an 85 1.8 this week.
That is
so I'm really excited about that because 35 is great. I guess in that way I felt a little bit restricted. Now I had like too much room to work with.
Yeah.
Where portraits it needs to be very tight and kind of in the subject's face.
So
now I have.
Would you say you're a portrait photographer? Overall?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now I have an 85, and now I feel like back home. You know.
Yeah. And what's sort of drawn you to be a portrait photographer in the first place? What was it that drew you to that style?
So, people are just interesting, you know? Everybody has a story, and I feel I kind of see myself as like a cinematic storyteller.
Yeah.
So, when I first started photography, I was like, I'm from the south side of Chicago, and I didn't really start exploring Chicago until I was about 19. So when I got into photography, it really helped me appreciate architecture and like almost everything. So I was actually really heavy into shooting architecture, hitting all these rooftops, right, getting all these views. But I always shot portraits in that time. But I got tired of architecture real fast. Like it was fun. I was shooting like every day.
But it's sort of like one of those things for me. Like I've sort of reached that for architecture as well. Like it's kind of easy to do because everything there is already created for you. Even though you can sort of work around with the lighting and the tone. Whereas when you're sort of working with a model, you're creating your own. It's like when you move like from those different transitions as a photographer, I think you sort of realize that if you're more of a creative, well maybe not more creative, but you sort of realize that you want to be able to handle the creative process. You want to be able to delve deeper and really let your imagination like go as wild as it can. Whereas with the environment, you're really restricted to like if you live in a shitty town or a shitty country, you're just like stuck. You can't really do anything. Whereas if you learn how to pretty much bring your dreams to paper, then it's a brilliant feeling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then like on Instagram, I see since being in a big city like Chicago, I see a lot of it, and for me, I'll see like a cool like skyline photo or whatever. I double tap it, I say like, oh cool, and keep scrolling where I see like a really good portrait, and I stop and I really like take it in.
Yeah,
and I look at that.
You really like appreciate every single feature that the person is.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of attention to detail when people. Yeah, I mean, I think when you shoot people just in general, and you make that transition, you sort of like get this appreciation for the wider environment that surrounds not only your subject, because you would know how to shoot the environment, but you sort of like get this super attention to detail through every single sort of sense. And I think, yeah, who were your original sort of photographer inspirations apart from like movies and like your environment stuff like that? Who were the
so like original inspirations? Let's see. I have
like
this somewhere.
Insta dudes, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So Alina Stavor was like, man, big inspiration for me. She's also a Chicago-based portrait photographer. Twist D, based in Sydney, Australia, huge inspiration. I was able to meet her. Was that this year? Last year? Last year? Yeah, and we had a great time. Chris Creature, probably like the most amazing photographer ever.
Shit.
Well,
so you got to meet like all of your inspirations then?
Huh?
You got to meet like loads of your inspirations.
Yeah, it was just been so crazy. Like Instagram connected me with so many people I look up to, and I just never thought I would, right? But eventually it happened. And it's so mind blowing. I never thought Twist D, or named Denise Kwong, I never thought I'd be able to meet her because she's on the other side of the world, right?
And how did you wind up meeting like Twist D, for instance, or
with Denise?
Yeah, the one that was on the other side of the world.
She took a trip over here, man. She took a trip to Chicago.
Nice.
She visited Chicago, then she went to New York. So she was in Chicago for a week. We hung out almost every day. And then she went to New York. And then the week after, we went to San Francisco for a Street Dreams launch party.
Oh, yeah.
So then that was like a last minute decision. But man, we had a blast. It was awesome. We keep in touch.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. How long have you been shooting for?
So I've been shooting for 2 years and some change. Like October would be 3 years this year.
So you've been shooting for what, like altogether? Like what would you say, 3 years then?
Altogether, I started shooting when I got an Instagram account. So like this upcoming October will be 3 years.
Damn, you really put the work in, man. Shit,
well, I mean, at one.
Sorry, go on.
Was that?
No,
well,
go
at one point in time, I was in college, and I only had 2 part-time jobs, so I had a lot of free time. So during that free time, I was shooting. Like I legit spent 1 year.
How would you say your overall style is different from everyone else's?
Let's see. I mean, there's always going to be those people that have like similar styles to you. But for me, I mean, my portraits are like very dark and dramatic, and cinematic. It's still, let me start it over. They're really moody, dramatic, cinematic portraits with pops of vibrance of certain colors. I probably pay attention to colors more than anything in my photos, and you see like a repeating color palette of like orange and blues and whatnot.
And are those your sort of colors that you strive for in your photos, or do they just come like naturally for your sort of color?
I strive for them. I feel like that they are like the most complimentary for me, and it just really pleases my eye.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot more presets that play with other colors, but that one is my favorite.
Those certain ones, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I feel as though a lot of people like that editing style. Well, I like it as well. I'm really pleased with it. I'm always trying to like make it better. But also what's happening in a photo, I try to just create these like the different world that people can invest themselves in and be a part of and feel something about.
That's really what it's about. It's sort of like this escapism that, you know, I mean, people don't realize that what we're doing is like sort of like an escapist sort of thing. You know, they think it's sort of just like it's just people taking pictures. But I think those who are really, really good at what they do in terms of photography are just like kids who just want to get away from the world, you know? It's like
absolutely
we're like the book writers with imagery, you know? We just
absolutely
go to town with that shit, you know, and creating like a narrative and when you do sort of get into the whole culture of photography, you sort of like open your eyes to even the small things in life. Like before, you might not have appreciated like a small bit of light or a certain structure or something like that. But as soon as you do sort of like open your eyes a little bit, you can really like like you experience the view of the world just a bit more. It's so cool.
Yeah, so much truth to that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Where would you say you want to be in photography in 5 years' time?
Hold up. Someone's like pushing a garbage bag or something.
Are you at work now?
I am.
Okay, and wait, so they just let you like just stay on Skype and like
I mean, if there's no work to do and I finish everything, I thought about, I was like, wait, if I crank out all my work, then I can like do this interview like right in the next hour. So advertising is pretty crazy. Some weeks you have like little work to do, and some weeks you're like there for 14 hours every day. So ups and downs, but okay, they pass. Well, can you repeat that question?
Oh yeah, so so wait, you got your like place in advertising, right? How did you get that place?
So yeah, a little crazy story, right? So it was like almost like about a year or something into photography. I really loved it. I knew I loved it. I wanted to do it forever. But how am I going to make money? Like, how am I going to make a career out of it, right? Yeah. So last year, January, I did this internship here at Havas Chicago. I entered a competition through Instagram that happened like 3 months prior. And I was one of the 7 people selected to be a part of this internship program. Damn. So I did, I took a break from school, did this for 3 months. Yeah. And it was the best thing I ever did. I finally got some direction in my life. I met some great people, Danny Moda, Jason Peterson, very inspirational people, and it's just a creative environment. And
so wait, that's through the advertising agency then?
Yeah, Havas is a social media advertising agency. Yeah. So we make content for social media for American brands, and so trying to make them cool.
So what I'm trying to understand, this company just made like, well, what did it say in the requirements for to have like
they have like what 4 different positions? Mm-hmm. Creative, copywriter, accountant, and art director. So I applied for one of the creative positions. Each position had 2 spots. And I was able to get one. They selected me for one of those.
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah.
Shit, that's so lucky, man.
Man, dude, it's the best thing I ever did in my life. Gave me tons of direction, and then because I use social media every day, one of those millennial kids, quote unquote, we've kind of like established ourselves as like kind of like social media rock stars and whatnot. Mm-hmm. We use the same media that we want our clients to use and be successful at. And if we want our clients to be successful, we need to show how we're successful, right? Oh yeah. So for instance, I have I think 63,000 followers, 64. Yeah. Jason M. Peterson, which is my boss, the CCO of About Chicago, has what 700,000 followers. Shit. Yeah, he's up there. Let's see, what's this guy at? 7,300,000 followers.
I could not imagine that. Could you imagine that? Fuck, man.
Ridiculous. Yeah. He's a great black and white photographer.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say his name was?
Jason M. Peterson on Instagram.
I'm very sure I've seen his feed before. Oh, sorry. Back to the original question. Where do you want to be in photography in 5 years' time?
Oh, 5 years' time. Yeah, got into work.
Yeah.
5 years' time? Oh, what am I? I'm 21 now. I'll be 26. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll hope to be... Say what?
You should be having kids at that age, setting them down.
No. But I really hope I can, like, I really like my job. I love it. I love the people I work with. But this isn't, like, going to be me forever. I'm not going to do every time this forever. I really hope by that time I'm making, doing what I want, which is traveling and making these, like, crazy conceptual portraits and able to like sustain myself and the people that I work with.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was talking to someone before, and like some of the way they charge, like fucking like 20 grand per shoot, you know. Like I think it's all about the connection. Yeah,
oh,
man,
absolutely.
I definitely see, man. You know, just stay committed, keep on working on it. I know, man. You can definitely make it. If any one of us can make it, definitely, man. You got some great shit.
I don't know, man. You never know what's gonna happen, but I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Next question. Where do you want to travel to?
Man, I really want to make it over to Seattle and Portland. I feel like everything I'm trying to do here in Chicago is kind of like they already have it there in Seattle and Portland.
So why in Portland? So why Portland? Because
they just have
nature and city that they've got combined.
Nature, caves, mountains, fog. That's all I need. Like, come on.
Damn. That sounds beautiful.
Dude, it's amazing. Oh my god.
I'm kind of jealous, man. All we have here in the UK is just rain. That's it. We have rain, and sometimes sun. So that's what we
sometimes.
Sometimes sun.
But dude, I live for that weather. Actually, I could probably live in the UK for a good solid year.
Yeah,
or two.
Exactly. You get used to it. I'm like happy when I see the rain now. It just reminds me of home. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, go.
I hope by the end of the year I can make this happen. I really want to take a trip to the east side of the world, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Singapore, like all that. Man, I'm not big about architecture, but the architecture over there is insane. And I just really feel as though I can use like human elements with that and use it. And dude, it's just like they're just on another level.
On another note, do you feel like with photography you're ever gonna reach that point where you get like 3,000 images and you're just like it's gonna be so hard for you to be creative?
If I get 3,000 images,
you know what I mean? Like you just get like so many images, so many good shots. Like you're gonna feel like you can't be creative anymore. Do you ever feel like you're gonna reach that point?
No. I mean, there's definitely hit like
because there's only so much you can shoot. You know, there's only so much you can do without like revising the same old techniques and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. I actually just went through that. To be honest, I almost threw away the orange and blue edit. I was just like, I'm sick of this. I hate it. I can't like fix it. Blah blah. And I made this new preset that I like a lot actually. And you're gonna see more of it on my feed too.
For sure. Shout out.
I really like it.
Yeah.
But I actually made this. I never used the split toning in Lightroom for my edit. Man, I actually started using it probably like last week, and
really?
I've used that with
split tone is fucking sick, man, but I don't feel like that's because people always hype up about split tone and shit like that. I don't feel like that's
and I never used it.
Shit. But I don't feel like that's shit though. Like I feel like the levels is really where you can fucks with it, you know? Like and even like something as simple as the temperature can really, really make your
that's what I was only using. Temperature. That's it. So but then I fused the split toning with that preset, and it really helped like the skin tones be a little bit more natural. I was like, oh, finally, and now I'm back to leveled it.
Yeah. Oh man, when you find those like extra features in Lightroom, I remember when I first like went onto Lightroom, like I was like, this is like fucking shit. What can you ever do in this, you know? And you sort of like really indulge yourself into it, and you learn all these key things, and you can really see yourself developing as a photographer.
Lightroom is such a powerful program.
It is, but
you think you know it.
Yeah, but you don't. You don't, for real.
I just learned something new last week. I was like, what?
What did you?
Still.
What was that? What did you learn?
So I use when you use those graduated filters or let's see, what's this called? Radio filters.
Oh, radio filters are shit. Radio filters are shit, man. I love them.
Oh
you can do so many things with them. It's like a life hack.
And that's how I use to pop out the eyes and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And I usually change the colors of eyes with just the temperature.
Yeah.
But then there's like this white box.
You've got the box where you can change the colors. Man.
You just change the color.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
What?
And it's like, I always tell this to people, man. Like, they're asking me, like, how do you edit it like this? How do you do this? Like, if you literally sit down and, like, indulge yourself in this program, you know, like, spend as much time as, you know, someone, you know, would, you know, who would really be into it, like, you can learn so much. Like, there's so much behind the program. And just have an open mind. Yeah. Have an
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another question. Do you have a rooftop?
Do I live with a place that has a rooftop?
No, I mean, no, I mean, do you rooftop? I mean, like you said you did before, but I mean, do you now, or do you stick away from that?
Not as much as anymore, especially not in Chicago. Personally, I've hit about like 12 or 13 rooftops. I'm pretty set.
Yeah,
I do it every now and again, like in another city. Get a super cool view. If I can do it legally, awesome. I usually can like work something out with like a hotel or something.
Okay, yeah.
But depending on how I'm feeling, I might go for it. But I don't do it like nearly as much.
Why do you not do it?
Well, one, I'm not a big architecture shooter, and I'm just not big about it. And also, the risk is not worth it anymore for me. Back then, I was just a kid in college. Why not? Sure. I mean, I'm still a kid, but now I have like this job. I'm about to start moving out. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go to jail. I've had a couple close calls. I'm just like, yo, I just hate the stress of it, to be honest.
Yeah. That's fair enough, man. Another question for you. What did you do before you did photography?
I was just a high schooler.
Yep.
I was just in high school trying to figure out what college I want to go to.
What got you into photography though?
The photography origin story, of course. So my dad is a hobbyist photographer. I've always had like a camera
so
around
weird,
me.
man. I've had the same origin story like so many times before. It's like
yeah, that's kind of how it happened.
Literally, I was talking to someone like, you know, just before this, and it's yeah. So sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so a hobbyist photographer. He did some gigs here and there. I never at a family gathering, he would maybe take a photo of like everybody, and that was it, right? I never cared for it. And growing up, I did poetry, I did spoken word, I used to draw, dance, but I could never like stick to anything creative.
Yeah.
And then I transferred school, so I used to go to Chicago Military Academy, Bronzeville, my freshman and sophomore year of high school. Then transferred to DeVry Vantage Academy, and then I met this guy named Bakari, and he had a camera. He's like a photographer, quote unquote, right?
Yeah. And
I was like, that was so crazy to me because I felt like photography was such an adult thing. It's so much money, so much responsibility. Like, how could a kid even afford that? But this dude, Bakari, he was like doing it. He had his camera, and he was like, whoa. I was like, whoa, okay, maybe I should try this out. I got a job at my school that only lasted 8 weeks. I saved every paycheck and bought my first camera. And
what was that first job?
I was like a student assistant at the office. So I just like fixed papers, made calls, accepted calls at the office, made like runs, like super basic job.
So what was it? Was it just when you met him? And did he produce really good content at the time?
Looking back at it now, no. I mean, like what was that? We were 19. Yeah, 19, 18 at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were 18, and then when I finally got that camera, I turned 19.
At that time,
so bad looking back
on good content at that time, or you know, what was it?
I mean, for that time, I thought it was awesome. I'm like, whoa, what? This is crazy. This dude is like doing it, right?
Yeah.
At the time, I was like amazed. I was like, yo, I have to try this, and then kept going after that, and I really loved it, and I just put all my time into it.
Sweet, man. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine just being inspired like that from just like a friend. You know, when I started shooting, it was just like I remember.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that friend, and I got the camera, and then the same week I got like my first smartphone. When I got the camera, I got like a Galaxy S3.
Yeah.
Oh, but so since I got that phone, I got Instagram. So Instagram really motivated me to keep like doing photography and post my photos.
Here's a question: would you still be doing photography if it wasn't for Instagram?
Man. That's a tough question because for me,
it's a tough question if you answer it truthfully. No. Because people could bullshit it, and be like, "Oh, I'll do it for the rest of my life." But it's
No, you make a really good point because for me, I'm definitely a photographer that came from Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like I never had a time before Instagram that I did photography. The same week I got my camera, the same week I got that phone, and then that's the same week I got Instagram. And because of like, it was this new app, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna post my photos on here. And then I discovered this community 2 weeks later. I went to my first Insta meet 2 weeks later. It was like 12 people, and it was like the nicest people ever. So,
yeah,
I can't say because I never had that experience beforehand. Like, I never had like, I did 2 years prior to Instagram, and like, I fell out of it. But Instagram really helped me get back into it. Like, I started as a photographer on Instagram. Like, I've never deleted like a post. Well, I have, but then I'll put it like back or something if I don't like because since I posted in like sets of 3, I did make a change. But you can I have like 2,000 posts on my feed. Yeah. You can just scroll back and see like my beginnings, man. You can really see the transition of my work because I haven't like deleted none of that. So I can't
that
straight off.
That must be beautiful though, right? When you just go all the way to the bottom and you just see your...
Man, it would take you forever, but
yeah,
you
it would fucking kill you. It would kill your thumbs, man. It would kill your thumbs, I'm telling you. But it must be fun though. I mean, just seeing... I remember when I started, like, I saw like 13 and I saw the way he sort of represented his city. Like, it's really eye-opening, when you see some shit like that. And even when you go out to the bottom of his feed or whatever, you see that progress, and it's really inspiring for me anyway, because it's like, if they can do it, then anything is possible, because everyone in any sport, they always have a starting point. In sport, it's like, I'd say it's much harder because it's like, you never get to see that person's starting point. All you see is how good they are,
Right.
Whereas photography is that perfect example of how anyone can manage to progress as a person, as an artist,
Absolutely. So to answer your question, I think I probably wouldn't.
I completely forgot about question. Forgot about question.
If I would still be a photographer or still doing photography, only for Instagram.
You wouldn't.
I mean, I would want to say I would. I really hope I would. But Instagram really just kept... I've met like probably at least 600 to 800 people off of Instagram, all creative, all like good people, all wanting to just do cool shit.
Yeah.
So, was it for that? I don't know.
Okay. Well, thanks for answering that truthfully. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a big part of photography. Just the community that we have now. It is really, really essential. What kind of music do you listen to while you shoot?
While I shoot.
That was one. You last laugh, man. Sorry, go on.
It's usually very turned. Like I might have some future plans, some Drake.
That's
either Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Or I listen to a lot of various types of music, but let's see, Masango or Sango.
Sango's sick, yeah.
Like Selection, all those producers, Muncie Booger. It's like I have like, man, my place is crazy.
Do you feel like that plays any part in your photography?
Not like. It has been some days I thought of some photo shoots. Like it's been on like a rainy day, and I played like some taku, and I really I thought of some really dope ideas to execute. I can definitely be inspired by a song to make to do a shoot about, or inspires me to do something about.
Yeah.
But doesn't play the biggest part, but it has in the past.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me anyway, it's sort of, because I listen to like jazz, like lo-fi hip hop and shit like that. It sort of helps me to feel more in tune with the city and like myself anyway. As weird as that might sound, yeah, I mean, it plays a big part for me. For different people, it's different,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
because I listen to a lot of upbeat music. Like I like to like dance a lot, so I'm always like moving. But like most of my work is really sad. So,
yeah. Well, what would you say your other hobbies are apart from photography?
Dancing, because I get bored, and for some reason when I'm bored, I dance.
Yeah.
Other hobbies. Watching movies.
That sound of
Cartoons. Whenever like I get time, like probably May, June, I'm probably gonna like not even go outside and just go on Netflix and dude, I'm gone. There's so many shows I have to watch. I love binge watching. Love it.
Any
so
shows
good.
you seen recently?
I haven't. I've been so busy. It's been like the busiest I've ever been in my life. I'm like really trying to do this whole adult thing. It's killing me. But
are you gonna live on your own? Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna live with like 3 roommates in a little bit, like probably July 1st.
Oh shit. Okay.
So,
check you out, man.
I'm trying, man. Been home for too long. I got my big boy job. Things are looking alright.
How's
get out to the world.
How's it out there in Chirac? Is it as dangerous as they make it sound?
So just because you don't know as much, don't say Chirac to a Chicagoan. It's like super offensive.
Is it?
Like,
really?
Because
I actually had no idea.
Because for me, I mean, I had a very different Chicago upbringing than like your normal Chicagoan. I'm from the South Side of Chicago. I'm from quote unquote Chirac, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
So you started in Cottage Grove, and like it's just so like ignorant.
Yeah.
To compare like the Iraqi war to like what's happening in the streets of Chicago. Even though it is a dilemma, it's real, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, as a Southsider, I feel as though the West Side is like awful.
Why'd you feel like the West Side is awful?
I feel like the West Side is just like slums. Like but the West Sider would say the same thing about the South Side.
Oh yeah.
It's all about being comfortable in your hood.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful to have these like experiences. Like Instagram also like kind of saved me in that way. Photography saved me in that way because I know what the fuck I was going to be doing, but I don't want to be one of these dudes on the block. Mm-hmm. So photography really saved me and really opened my eyes to see what else is out there.
Helped you to escape your surroundings, through your surroundings, right?
Absolutely. And like I took my first plane ride last year when I was 20. You know, nice. I went to New York, and that was the first time me going anywhere like that. I had went to like Cleveland and Minneapolis beforehand, but
so why did you go
New
to New York?
Is like what's that?
Why did you go to New York?
I had finished up my internship, and my friend Danny, it was his birthday. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to New York tomorrow. We got another seat. Do you want to come?" I had just got paid. I had like another month till school started back. I was like, well, why not? So we drove to New York, but then I took a plane back, and that was crazy. Crazy. So many people. My first experience in New York, I got off like they dropped me off at a street dreams meet, and it was like 300 people at this meetup in Chinatown. It was all the people I didn't know in an area I didn't know. I was like, whoa, it's just really overwhelming, but it was awesome. I loved it.
Shit, okay. Damn. Yeah, man. Photography, man. New opportunities, you know.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I've definitely
just know how to network. That's what it is.
So much to this world, dude.
Is there anything you want to advise to new photographers?
It's very easy to get caught up in trends or like get kind of down on yourself because you're not as great as this other photographer. But I know for me, in my experience, I really just focused on what I wanted to do. Like that time when I stopped shooting architecture, and it's like really focused on like what do I want to do as an artist? Like what do I want to like convey to anybody? Once you like really find that out, and it's gonna take some time. So like experiment as much as possible. Don't put yourself in a box. But when you find that thing you want to do, just sit down and do it.
That's so true.
Reach out to like-minded individuals, people that's in your same lane. Like you're probably not gonna be able to create a really cool successful portrait if you're like hanging around with people that only want to shoot architecture all the time. Like it's probably not gonna happen, right? Mm-hmm. So definitely try to reach out to those people that you see are kind of like on the same lane as you, and see if you can like build with each other. I met these girls, Jackie and Anisha, last June, and they have really helped me get to the point I have now. Like I really, it's Jackie, Anisha, me, and Spencer.
What's Jackie's Instagram?
Jackie is Madam Jack, Anisha is Anisha Spice, and Spencer is Trey Legit. You've probably seen photos of them on my feed all the time. And because of those three individuals, I've been able to actually build off of, and like we're always just going all the time. And it really helped me get to the point I am right now, because we're on the same lane. We do our own different little stuff, but we're all in the same lane of things, and we build off each other, and we work really well together. I feel they've been a very key part of my like development as an artist. So once you find what you want to do, the right people will come to that and will help you grow. So it's really much impossible until you hit that point, and then when you do it, like take off and just do it.
Oh, cool, man. Any last things you want to say to your audience, or just things you want to drop off, or anything you want to say, or anything? You know?
Okay. I guess I could do this. So those same people you just heard about, Spencer, Anisha, Jackie, we're starting this new account called Just Creators, where we're going to showcase the work that we do together, but also what we want to do. Was the ultimate goal of Just Creators is for inspire people to just create, and we really want to like make cool opportunities, photo opportunities for people to come and experience. Last like October, I had like a portrait meetup with this theater called Red Moon. And we had like a human-sized bird cage. We had bubble machines, fog machine, just all these cool props. Like we had like butterfly wings or something. Like all these cool props for people to use and create really dope portraits. And we really want to like continue that, because for people that probably don't have those resources to do themselves, and just help people, or like cities just get more weird. Like I just want to see people like doing this weird, cool, creative stuff. So hopefully with Just Creators, we can work with people and provide those opportunities. Hope first in Chicago, but who knows, all around USA, the world, who knows? But we're gonna start small, but that's eventually the goal. So at Just Creators on Instagram, check us out. We'll have some stuff over there soon. We just made it, but hopefully, I'm really excited about that.
You never know, man. A year from now, it'd be huge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. 26. Let me just check. 26th of April 2016, man. You never know. Could be huge.
Could be.
Sure,
Just have to be
sure.
consistent.
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, it was good talking to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being on the show. This has been Infamous.sevens with the designs.
For sure. Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
Alright, cool. See you later, everyone.